Hey guys, Henry Harr here. With me as always is my co-host, Mr. Johnny Noise.
What's going on, guys? We got a real special show for you tonight. Uh, Once again, Henry's out there finding some great folks, and people also have been reaching out to us. So we appreciate everybody who has come on our show and are also our future guests. But I'll let Henry take the introductions on this one.
All right, guys. Tonight we have a really special show. Tonight with us from the Koffin Rd Killers band, we have Mr. D.B. Bones. Welcome to
What's
the
up,
show.
brother?
Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it. This is awesome as hell.
Great to have you on the
No
show,
problem,
bro.
man.
Great to have you on the show, man. Definitely.
So how's it going, bud?
It's going great, man. Just out here doing my thing as usual. Join outside, making music. Just doing my thing.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. So we understand that you just had a demo come out. I think what was it, the day before yesterday?
Yep, yep, that
Awesome.
is
Tell,
correct.
Awesome.
tell us a little bit about that.
So it's called the Vexation Demos, and it was just because I write all the music in Coffin Road Killers. And I have limited resources to kind of make like full-fledged really good recordings. I'm poor as hell. I live in Idaho. Fucking get with it, kind of deal.
Hmm.
So I would just kind of sit in my room with my iPad, and I just would crank out these songs on the acoustic and flesh out any riffs that they might have given me or anything. And I would just come up with some lyrics, and I would just mix and record until I liked it, and then I would just show it to them. And we just had all these songs, and my drummer was like, hey, you should just like release all of this as like an album or something, if you can. And I was like, all right, yeah, if you think that'd be a good idea. And I started hyping it up, have my friend Gina McCauley just draw me up something, and put it out the other day. And so far everybody's really been fucking with it, and I'm really happy
Wow. Wow.
with it.
Okay. Where did you
Yeah.
just did the social media thing, like a Facebook thing? Where is it at? That
You can look it up on Bandcamp.
Oh,
It's free to
Bandcamp.
free to stream.
Bandcamp. Okay,
Yeah,
I got you. Yeah. Good idea.
yeah,
Good idea.
yeah. Just everyone can go on there, stream it
Correct.
for free.
Correct.
Do whatever you want with it.
Right.
It's
Right.
right there under my name, DB Bones.
Damn, dude, that's awesome, man. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Awesome. Yeah, I've heard it. As a matter of fact, as soon as I saw that it went out, I went and I was there like that, and I listened to the whole thing, and I was like, this has so much promise to it. I cannot wait until I hear the full fledged band finalized recordings of it. I mean, it's great, man. I really dig it.
Yeah. Thank you so much, man. All that's in the works. We got our little studio. So my buddy and I, we're already working on revamping the songs into how it's going to be played in a Coffin Road Killer setting versus my way, which is super exciting. And I'm so excited to get that all fleshed out too, because that's going to be the album
Right.
is
Right.
is that one that I'm going to be the most proud of.
So
That's
you
cool.
kind of stepped up some of your recording equipment, or you got like an interface or something, or how are you working it now?
So we bought our studio, put all of our stuff in there, and we have a laptop
Okay.
that has like a dynamic microphone attached to
Oh,
it.
cool. Okay.
Yeah, and so we're gonna be messing around with that, figuring that out, because it's like getting the drums to not peak as much and all
Oh,
that.
yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm kind of in my way learning how to kind of be a proper recording guy for that.
Right. Right.
Because it's kind of, yeah, he just kind of leaves it up to me, so I'm just doing my best to slowly figure it out
Right.
and get all there. So yeah, we just set that in the middle of the room, and we just see how everything's kind of sounding.
Right. You can do um, like I do some of my recordings just on an interface, and you can get them really really inexpensive on like Marketplace or whatever, or even used, or and so you can plug in your instruments and your mics or whatever, and it goes directly to your computer, and then you can tweak your sounds ambiently,
Yeah.
recording ambient is good, but the limitations are like you said. You got drum bleed over, you got this and whatever. You have to work all that stuff out. So, but yeah, you can do like I forget what I have, like a Studio One or a Studio 5, or and
Okay, right
they're
on.
really really cheap, man. I'm talking dirt cheap. You plug it into your system and you run through your thing, and you can tweak it, and then the program, you can take all of your instruments, drums, vocals, guitars, bass, whatever, change the sound, change this, change that, change the levels, and then you have a nice like MP4 file or whatever it is, or a WAV file. So you get all your
Yeah.
stuff down into a WAV file, and that can be cut into anything, CDs, records, whatever you want to do. So it's really,
Yeah.
really, it's not, because the technology is going so fast. The stuff that's 3, 4, 5 years old that still works perfectly, they're giving it away because they don't want it. So you can get stuff for like 30, 40, $50. I mean, it's nothing. So
Yeah, and it's just it just makes it so much easier.
oh yeah, oh
So
man,
yeah, we've
oh
talked
yeah,
about it. And I think
yeah,
I 100% like we're like that is going to be the next investment we're making together
yeah.
is getting that audio
Oh
interface.
dude, 100%,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
You know,
100% will do.
yeah, yeah. And then the drums are probably the toughest because I'm assuming you're playing a ambient kit. You're not playing
Yeah.
electric drums, so that promotes its own kind of issues sometimes. But and you'll have to figure it out how to dampen the sound, or block off the air, whatever it is. It's a trick. It's a trick. There's a trick to it. That's why they have the studios. They got drum booths and all the plexiglass and all the shit.
Yeah.
Because of that.
It's fun.
Yeah, yeah. So it's crazy, but you'll figure it out, man. It's not impossible. It's not hard. It's just trial and error.
Yeah. It's a couple more steps
More
of
steps.
trying to figure it
Yeah,
out,
man.
but
Oh
that's
yeah.
the fun of it. That
Yeah.
is the fun of it
Yeah,
though.
bro. I'm telling you. Even stuff like this, the Inertia channel. We went through our stuff, Hemi and I, back and forth, trying to get things. We could have 3 people, 4 people, maybe 6.
Mhm.
And it took a little bit to figure it out. But after that, it's like, oh, click of a button, here we go, and we're on.
It's pretty easy.
It's pretty easy now.
Yeah.
When we first started, we're like, we're screwed, man. We don't know what
It's work.
It's a lot better than when I first tried to do it though, because when I first had the inertia channel going on, I would just set up my laptop in front of my phone and have the person on the phone.
It was like fucking,
Yeah.
it was like mini me,
and a microphone.
I know that method.
And a microphone underneath, and but people were still watching it. I was still getting, a few, maybe 100. It would climb every week. It'd go from 50 to 100. So people were at least watching and tuning in.
Yeah.
And Jon called me up before the end of the year. I was doing that for a month or two, and Jon called me up before the end of the year, and he says, "Hey, I'm gonna go do some this, that, and the other. But when I come back, let's do this. Let me try to invest in a program, and let's try to do this. And I want to be on and co-host with you. And do you want to do it?" And I was like, "Do I want to do it?" like,
yeah, fucking A, I'll do it. That's fun. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
So that's how it was. Now with me, my setup, I invested at the time about 10 years ago, $300 for a Tascam DP03 with a direct to CD burner on it, and
Okay.
I pretty much learned how to do the recording and the editing. It's digital, but the way I would record is if it was analog, which is if I messed up, I'd go back and do that track over again, so everything was one. It's one performance. I don't really punch-ins because I never really got that far in learning about it. I would watch a lot of those classic albums series, so I'd watch the recording of Nevermind the Bollocks or something like that and see what they would do.
Yeah.
And I learned how to do the mixing and mastering, and mastering I kind of bite my lip on some, because that's kind of you can mess around with the EQ so much that
Yeah.
You can tweak things, this and
Too
that, but
much. Too
I
much.
pretty much had to learn how to do it because at the time, uh, I did have a band called the Crooked Rebels, and we would all, everybody would come over and record their parts and whatnot, and then I tried to teach them how to do it because of, or at least what I knew of it, and they would all just look at me like, no,
Yeah.
you can just go
What
ahead and
planet are
do
you
it.
on? Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah, man. I'll leave this all up to you. You got the equipment for it.
You figure it
You
out.
go do
Yeah.
You
your
figure it
thing.
out,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah. So
So
so how's the scene out there? Because you said you were close to, you said Washington State.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
close to all the Spokane stuff.
Oh
So
shit. Okay.
it's lively,
Okay.
you know. In terms of there being a horror punk scene, I'm kind of the only guy who's showing up with the devil lock,
No shit.
doing my thing, which is
Okay.
awesome. It's a lot of hardcore out here,
Okay.
a lot of mincecore, a lot of like emo, shoegaze, screamo bands. It's all super fun.
Right.
Like I love it so much, and it's so much fun
Oh, cool.
getting to go out and just see stuff that I don't am as familiar with. So it's always really nice
Right.
getting to go to all those scenes. So it's really, really popping off right now. A lot of great artists and bands coming out of Spokane right now and making a name for themselves.
Wow. Okay. So you have some other venues that you guys can eventually kind of segue into once you get everything
Yeah,
situated
yeah,
how do you want to have it. So okay, that's big. You know.
yeah.
So
We've been talking to a venue that we're good buddies with, the Big Dipper,
okay.
and they're a bunch of cool guys. They've been booking a lot of like more horror adjacent
Yeah.
bands.
Yeah.
So yeah, and they're just waiting for my band to get something out, and they're like, yeah, just send it our way, and we will get you on any bill.
Oh, cool.
So
Okay.
yeah, got a lot of great stuff lined up for us. We just gotta
Awesome.
we just gotta get something out.
Gotta get something out.
Something.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
yeah, right. You got to
Yeah, because we're ready. We're
right,
ready. We just don't have the materials yet.
right.
So we're
It'll,
working on that.
it'll work, man. You got to, when
Oh
you're
yeah.
doing the right thing, you're laying the groundwork. You got to network. You got to know people before, and then when you're ready to go, you're like, hey, this way. You're not walking in there. Hey, who the hell are you? Then now it's like you walk into
Yeah.
the place. Oh, yeah, come on, man. We'll throw you on whatever night, and you guys do your thing. And that's big.
Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah, that's been the biggest lesson to learn. So I was like, oh man, I'm not like getting asked of anything. I'm not asked to like join any bands. I'm not doing
No,
nothing.
bro.
But it's like you just got to do your footwork, and
Yeah.
you got to go out of your way
Oh
and
yeah.
be like, hey, I'm working on stuff, and I'm interested in being a part of all of this and adding something new
Yeah. Yeah.
to all of this.
Yeah.
Like it's great. It's great being the only band who's doing the horror punk thing out here because
Right.
it's just so different from everything else.
Which is
People really like that.
not a bad thing sometimes. Stand out. You got to stand out from everybody else. Let them do their
Yeah.
thing. You guys fucking grind it out. And it's so it's different from when I did it, but there are also the similarities where we did back in the day, open mic nights, CBGBs.
Oh yeah, I've done those.
Yeah, like at CB's, you can go in, as a new band back in the day, Max's Kansas City, Peanut Gallery, Show Place in Dover. I'm trying to think of some other places that we've done. And it wasn't Saturday night. Don't get me wrong. Especially
Yeah.
fucking CB's. You're like, just go away. Come back
Yeah.
on a fucking Tuesday, dude. Get out of here. Whatever it was. Until you start clicking along, and for us, one of our venues that really treated us well was the Dirt Club in New Jersey, and Johnny Dirt would have us on quite often, and we just started snowballing. Once it clicks, dude, I'm telling you, you'll be like, sorry, man, we're booked. Get us next month.
Yeah. No, we're staying faithful.
It happens fast. So, like I said, you just keep on grinding it out. Get yourself set up, and do your thing. And I think with the right headset, the right mindset, you guys will definitely do something with this for sure. I'm trying to see, you got fucking spike collars on your jacket, bro. Is that?
Yeah, dude.
No.
I'm huge.
Okay.
I'm the biggest Ghost Rider fan,
Oh,
dude.
okay. Oh shit.
awesome.
I saw
Yeah,
that
man.
shit. Dude, you know Metallica
Yeah, I got my jacket.
fucking got sent home for spiked bracelets and fucking dog collars and this.
Oh yeah.
It's like, get out of here, kid. Go home and change your shit. I was like, well, fuck.
Yeah, straight up, dude. I get in trouble for going to the grocery store out here with a mohawk, dude.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's fucking nuts,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Back in the day, a Sex Pistols T-shirt and a fucking dog collar or whatever, and I was like, go home and change your clothes, man. Get back to school. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Leonard, that's not appropriate.
That's not appropriate.
Get the fuck out
Yeah,
of here.
I'm telling you.
Shut the hell up.
It was nuts. It was
Yeah.
nuts. So how would you? We got some more questions, Henry. I don't want to keep on stepping on Henry's toes here.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I have very few, but I do have a couple. So, how did the Koffin Rd Killers come together?
So it obviously like was just meeting people. I always had the idea. I was like, I want to do a horror punk band. This is what I love. I love all these bands. This is what I want to do. So I was really adamant on that. And I was talking to some members of my old band that I was in out here, and they weren't really vibing with the idea. So I was like, okay, that's fine. Met my drummer Josh, and I met him through a mutual friend that we had, and we went to an open mic, and we just like to jam shit. We listen to everything. We just like to jam. So we went and just did some like funky shit, and just instantly I was like, I love this dude. The funniest motherfucker, for one thing. He's just such a cool guy. Does a lot for me. And he plays drums like nobody's business. Wow. He's a lot more knowledgeable than I am. Like he could tell me, because I don't know theory, so he could just tell me what I'm playing, and like he just gives me experience and knowledge. So having Josh, meeting him for the first time, really helped me at first becoming, less of just a bass player to like a songwriter. Because he was telling me everything I was doing, and I could be like, oh, well, this sounds good with this. This is a really cool transition. This breaks up the monotony of this a little bit. So that was really cool. And then we met our guitar player just going out to a bunch of local shows, and her name was Opal. And again, we just had one jam with her and just meshed right together.
Wow.
We had a little storage unit that we would just be playing stuff in, and it all just started coming out with jamming. And I talked with the two of them, like I want to have a spooky punk rock band, and just really set ourselves out here and bring the bands that I love out here. And they were like, we're totally with you on this. Let's get this moving. And
wow.
Yeah, just started forming from there, and just played, just kept making songs. I kept writing songs, and we bought our new unit, which is a really nice little empty studio space out in Spokane, and that was just kind of the, humble formations of it, of just, we just wanted to jam and make music.
Yeah.
And just being a punk rock band.
Yeah, that's how it starts, dude. I'm telling you, from ground zero. That's literally, we were in a fucking wet basement in New Jersey in the late 70s, getting shocked. There was no grounding, no GFI.
Dude, yeah.
We would get blasted. Oh, fuck, like you couldn't touch. If I had my guitar and I touched someone holding a microphone, you'd be like, you just fucking get fucking shocked.
Straight up. That's how it was in our storage unit.
Wild.
It'd either get fucking hot as shit or get cold as fuck. And we got kicked out of it just because there was like mold growing inside of all the units.
Wow.
It's like we had to move.
Yeah.
We were we're in my garage for a little bit, but even that was like, it gets too hot, it gets too cold. It's just not fun.
No.
Oh yeah.
No. It's crazy. But like I said, it'll you keep on grinding on it. It'll work, man. It'll come.
Yeah, man. We're having fun.
That's
we're having fun just doing it. Yeah.
Don't stop that aspect of it. Don't let the fucking, you having the drive and wanting to play and be successful is all good. Just don't let it stop being fucking fun. Because when that stops, when it's like, now it's just now it's like a job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now it's I'm already punching the clock. Fuck that. I'm doing this to have fun, but you're doing it for recognition and for getting your stuff out there. And if something happens, that's cool. And you keep on pushing. But once it starts getting to the point where it's like, wow, we got a fucking rehearsal. fuck, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't,
Just take,
don't let it
don't let it take it out of
don't
you.
let it take it out of you. Don't let
Yeah.
keep on going, dude. Yeah, you have to.
Yeah. Again, that was the biggest lesson to learn. Because again, like other bands, older people,
Fuck.
very quickly becomes a job, and it very
Yep.
quickly just like you just don't like it anymore.
Nope. No.
And we were experiencing that with like separate projects we were in.
Yeah.
And that's why I think we've been sticking together. It's just because we make it fun. Like, yeah, we work hard, and we're like, yeah, we got something to prove, and that's the music we make. But it's
Right.
like, we have never once, I think, left a practice session like feeling like we haven't achieved something.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it was like, wow, that was just a really good fucking time.
Right.
Like, that was just awesome. Like, when you did that fucking thing, or you did this thing,
Right.
you know,
Right.
it's keeping that chemistry alive.
It is. It is, and it
I
is
think
tough.
the biggest thing.
Anytime you bring a group of people together to do anything, I don't give a fuck what it is, and to keep everybody on the same page is tough. It's difficult.
The hardest thing. The hardest thing.
It's just insane. And now you're doing fucking music, so now you're really gonna complicate the fucking thing because now you have to be on the same page with your music.
Yeah.
Now you got to practice, and you got to get your timing, and then you figure, okay, we're gonna go fucking play live. Okay, fine. The fuck are we wearing? What kind of stage presence do we want?
Yeah. Now we all got to trust each other.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. And I can tell you, I can tell you from a lot of experience with live shows is the dynamic is way fucking different when the sound is different. You're not right across from each other. You're staring at so and so. You're out there in the front. Someone might be behind you. You have to be fucking with it to know where you're at in your music.
Yeah, the lock-in is crazy for live.
You have to
you
fucking
really
be,
gotta keep
right?
it.
Exactly, and you'll see it, and that's
yeah,
it's a different world. But it's for me personally, it's a very, very addictive. It's a fucking drug. When you perform, or we even do these podcasts, or if I go out and even talk to people, if I have a chance to go play guitar, it's very fucking addictive. And I don't do anything else in life, but this has got me. This is my hook. This is my drug to do for music, podcast, playing this, doing that. It just gets really, I think Henry can attest to that too. He's a bassist and plays and this, that, and the other. It's like you cannot. It's got you by the
No, I'm always putting it out there, man. Like, because that's what I miss the most. Like, I'll admit, that's what I miss the most is just playing two people.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm always putting it out there. Like, if you need a bass player for anything, just let me know. I don't care what it is you're playing. I'll just fucking play it just because I like to just be there and playing something and playing two people and just looking like an idiot. Just because I'm having fun. Like that really is what I be missing the most is just playing to people and seeing people having fun. Just because I'm having fun. That's like the best aspect of playing live.
Right.
Is seeing people just goofing off.
Yeah, and that kind of transcends to whoever's watching you too. If you're up there all kind of like, oh yeah, whatever, but if you're having a good time, I'm telling you, we've riled up some crowds with Crimson Carry, my band from here that I was in, and and we just had the best shows. We were just fucking off. I mean, we just went over there and just did whatever, and people went nuts.
Because confidence is the key at the end of the day when live.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. So, but that's you got the bug. I can see it for sure. So
yeah. Oh yeah.
Look,
Definitely.
20 fucking years from now, we'll be in a circle of some support group going, I'm an addict, man. I can't help myself.
I got a bad case of live music, man.
Fucking whatever. And I'm like, well, I'm in trouble or whatever the fuck it is, So I'm telling you.
Oh yeah. It's inevitable.
It'll grab you.
It's gonna happen.
Yep. It does.
Speaking of bugs and getting bit by like the punk rock bug, who are your biggest influences?
Oh my god, dude, there's so much. Cause I just be listening to everything. I would say, I guess the origin of it would be Primus. Honestly.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just seeing Les Claypool just doing his thing, because I was playing guitar, I was 12 and I was kind of getting it, not really. I was like, I'm not really like this. I want to do music, so I somehow, some way heard Primus one day. I don't really know how I figured it out about them, but just heard a John the Fisherman, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Wow.
Because I loved metal, but I'm like, this is like what the fuck?
Right.
And just started kind of deep diving into their catalog, and I'm like, that's a bass, dude. Like, bass is supposed to be lame. Bass is supposed to suck. Like, what is this?
Mm-hmm.
And I begged and I begged and begged. I begged, and my dad got me a bass. And so I would just sit there and just, just follow what he was doing. Learned a lot of Primus songs. But then I went with my friend Max Whitney, and we went and saw a band called Haunted Garage. And they were, because I was down in LA at the time, and they if you guys know anything about Haunted Garage, you know that they do the whole shock rock, spooky horror thing. And I was like, no. This is it.
Yeah.
This is it.
Right.
So I was, bands like Haunted Garage, bands like Primus, definitely shaped the way how I look on a stage, how I play, what I want my vibe to be. But it really settled when I obviously heard Misfits.
Misfits, wow, okay.
Listen to Misfits in the art class.
Okay.
Got into, that way, that I got into Cancer Slug that way. That really settled for me. Got into Blitz Kid.
Okay, wow.
And really just through Haunted Garage and the Misfits kind of paved down way into the horror punk realm.
Wow.
So a lot of my influences got to be like Slug and Blitz Kid and Misfits, Primus. I'd say those are my top influences for how I approach like songwriting right now.
Yeah, I mean Primus.
Awesome.
Primus, it's a real. It's heavily. It's like they took the bass guitarist and took that position and put it kind of in front. I think with some of their stuff. Or, you know what I'm saying? Where other bands, the bass is kind of just in the back a little bit, but you look at Primus, and there's other bands that do that as well. But Primus took that to another level, I think, where it's the bass is fucking really is your primary instrument now for your songs. And everybody else is in the background, and the bass guitar is up fucking front.
Yeah, and just like you just know it's Les the minute he starts playing. Like he's just so distinctive and he's so unique.
Yeah.
And he's not even really playing bass at all. It's the bass guitar instrument, but like what he's playing is not like bass conventional in any way. So when I first heard that, already having like my opinion on bass of, it's the background, I was like, this is just so gnarly. This is the coolest thing.
Yeah.
Me and my buddies just having our skate sessions and having Jared was a race car driver playing, like it was just the coolest thing. Still to this day cannot get enough of Primus. I play them every single day.
Yeah.
If I'm in any sort of musical rut, I just play a Primus album.
Wow.
And I get right out of it, dude. Just like that.
Yeah.
They're the best.
That's cool as hell, man.
Interesting fact about Primus, and I'm pretty sure you already know this, but Larry Lalonde used to be in Possessed.
Yeah, he pretty much invented death metal. It's so insane to think about.
He was under, I believe he took some lessons from Joe Satriani at some point, because when you listen to Possessed, not to get off topic, but if you listen to Possessed from one, like from their first album to Beyond the Gates and The Eyes of Horror, that there's a big leap between that. That first, but from Beyond the Gates and The Eyes of Horror, you could tell he was just exploding as a player, And then
he's one of the best.
Yeah, and then he goes to join Primus, so that just shows that a musician can really play anything, because and then Les Claypool, I think my opinion on it is that he went, and whether he did it purposely or not, he's an out of the box type of player. And I think that's why the bass is in the forefront, because when I got into Primus, Seas of Cheese had just come out, and everybody was talking about the 6-string fretless bass. But I've seen a lot of stuff that he plays on he does the same thing on a 4-string.
Yeah, just
and
as
it's
impressive.
just mesmerizing the way he plays, So,
yeah, and that's what Primus was teaching me. Is like, yeah, Larry's leap from Possessed to Primus. It was just like, when the time comes that you join a band and you have to confine yourself,
Mm-hmm.
You gotta you gotta think, how well rounded can I be with this? What can I offer this style of music that I am choosing to do, and how can I make this pop? How can I make this unique to me? How can my bandmates add to this flavor? It's so fun to think about the possibilities of what you can do when you finally find a way to put yourself in that box and then make the box bigger.
Right. Right. Exactly.
It's the most fun. And that's what we're constantly doing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, like I said, you're discovering this, that, and the other, which is cool as fuck, and you definitely have some pretty diverse taste, and we got your music motivation from, as far as being the bassist and all that stuff. I think that's pretty cool. You said Primus, I'm like, fuck, okay, Primus, shit.
Yeah.
That's definitely something the average person's not gonna say, hey, I took my whatever from Primus or from whoever. You're like, whoa, okay,
Yeah, dude. I'll go off all day about the music I love and why I love it so much. It is a catalog. Like, Primus is just the tip of that iceberg. Funk, jazz. Like, I'll take it all in.
Yeah.
I'll play anything. I'll listen to everything.
Yeah.
I'll find something I like in everything.
Right. Well, and then kind of playing along with different genres of music, because I play everything, every genre of music myself. I don't just go, okay, Misfits, Morning Noise, Sex Pistols, Ramones, whatever, over and over and over again. Now I find myself going into 60s and 70s type stuff, or whatever it might be. Now I might play some kind of shit, through my PA system, and then throw a heavy guitar on it just for my own personal go fuck yourself moment. You know what I mean? I'm gonna play this,
Yeah. Oh, that sounds cool.
I'm jumping in over the top of these motherfuckers for my own pleasure, But if you keep your music genre open, it's better for you as an artist, because now you can take some of that stuff and you're learning new riffs, new this, new that, whatever, and throw it at your own music, and you won't be like one dimensional. That kills a lot of fucking people too. I'm just one dimensional guy. No, fuck that.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned jazz,
you make it fun.
You need to make it fucking fun, and you need to do, I know a buddy of mine that I was in the Navy with. He's a bass teacher, teaches bass guitar, and he plays in the band out in Colorado. But he's a pretty hardcore guy, this, that, and the other. But when he teaches stuff, it's like the funk, doing all this shit. I'm like, but it's all these different exercises this cat's doing. Like, wow, I didn't even know. I thought he was straight on just, fucking light the thing on fire and chuck it up the window.
Just going all out.
Just go the fuck all out. But he brings that element to it, and that'll keep you fresh. It'll definitely come out in your music, and then you're performing. People will see that. I've seen some punk bands in Huntsville, where the bass player was like, we're like, what the fuck? Where did that come from? This little guy I think he had a 5-string or something like that. And he did some, you can specifically hear some jazz runs in this punk song. It's like, this kid's crazy.
Yeah, it's like, that's cool as fuck.
Popping, and they're singing like, like, where the fuck did this come from? So the whole time people are staring at this dude going, wow, he's killing it. This guy's stealing a whole fucking show, on the fucking bass. It's like, holy shit. So from that, perspective, I think that's awesome. I would,
bassists of punk rock have the most fun.
Fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
And,
I think
I mean,
Oh,
Henry knows. He's a pretty hardcore, bass player, and uh,
Yeah.
yeah, I was about to say, I think one of the most amazing, and I'm so ashamed that I can't remember the guy's name, but one of the most amazing things that I've ever seen is I was at a show in Austin, and there was I think they were a Cramps cover band.
oh,
That's
They
badass.
were very good, and their bass player played an electric stand-up bass, and he had one hand.
Oh,
He
that's sick.
so he played with the hand he had fingers on. He he would
Yeah.
pluck the strings with it, but with his hand was missing at the wrist. He would play with the bone on his wrist, the
That's
note,
holy
insane.
shit!
and I can't
That's
remember.
the dopest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, he was. I stood in front of him, mesmerized, like their whole performance. I was
Man, you
like,
want to talk psychobilly? That's
That's
psychobilly.
psychobilly.
definitely, definitely. I
Yeah,
mean, he was better with one hand than I am with two. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, that was pretty phenomenal.
but to be
At
Yeah.
least I thought.
but to be
Um,
missing
That's
to
amazing.
be missing your hand that you would use on a fretboard, that's where that's fucking crazy. I've seen guys missing their hand where say you're a right-handed guitarist and their pick hand, and they got a prosthetic hand with a pick glued on the motherfucker or whatever it is, and they're still playing,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
they still got the dexterity of their good hand. But this is the opposite. This guy's playing like you said.
Oh
There's
yeah.
no excuse, I guess.
There's
That
no
just shows there's
fucking
no
excuse.
excuse.
Oh yeah.
You see that
Definitely.
you see that shit. You're like, I'm having a bad fucking day. Well, fuck, you don't have one fucking hand, dude. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
dude, fuck you.
Fuck
Watch
you.
this.
Watch this shit.
Yeah, he's gonna go all for it.
Dude's
That's fucking
dude's
awesome.
playing with.
Yeah, and he wasn't,
I love
and he
that.
wasn't missing a beat either. I mean, like they were spot on.
Wow.
The whole group, they were spot on, man.
That is
Uh,
amazing.
yeah, it really lit a fire up under my ass. I was like, I need to go practice more.
Dude, I'm
No,
telling
I'd
you,
be
man.
done at that point.
I'm
Koffin Rd
telling
Killers
you.
is done.
Yeah. It's
So,
It's
do
amazing.
y'all have uh, well, I mean, obviously you do, but what is more or less your uh future studio plans?
Uh, so we wanna have some fun in Spokane for a while, and we wanna encourage more of the horror punk scene to come out here. I'm really good friends with the dudes in Evelyn's Casket. Love those guys
okay.
to death.
Yeah,
Some of the most
oh,
phenomenal
yeah.
guys ever. I love them so much. So shout out to them for being just the coolest
I
motherfuckers.
just got one of the records that came in on vinyl the other day from David Phantom mailed it to me
Oh,
himself.
coolest
So
guy ever.
yeah, dude,
Coolest guy ever.
I fucking love them. Them and
Yeah, I do too.
Hideous Monster. They're pretty good too.
Yep, I know them. I've been
And
wanting to get in contact with them too.
and the Deftones. We had
Yeah,
we
Yeah.
had
yeah.
Billy Bones
Billy
on.
Bones was on. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Billy Bones was on a couple of weeks ago, and they sent me I ordered a CD, and he sent me a couple, and he sent me a. Yeah, he sent me like the two EPs in one, signed by the band. So
Oh, that's so sick.
yeah, like I'd say about good 75% of this stuff on my corner here. I call it the collection corner. Is signed.
Yeah, I got my
So,
wall.
you know, Coffin Road Killers. I'm looking forward
Oh
putting
man,
putting
I
that up
got
on
my
the wall.
friends. I got my friends drawn up some fun shit
Cool,
for
cool.
the future.
Awesome.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We've got so much planned out. We have so much. We are so ahead of ourselves right now. It's so exciting. We're so excited to offer everything that we think is going to be fun for the scene.
Yeah.
Hoping
That's
it
awesome.
pops off. Yeah, dude, it's gonna be great. So for the future, just encourage all these bands to keep coming out here. Once we get our shit settled, we'll be the band you play with. So feel free to come out here, be friends with us. We would love to play with you guys, and just come hang out. We're all buddies. We're two really cool guys, I think. We don't do anything other than just like sit around and smoke weed, play video games, and talk about horror movies.
Oh shit. Yeah.
So we're just a bunch of cool
Yeah.
we're just a bunch of cool guys, man. We're super chill.
Wow. Yeah.
But it's funny that you brought up Colorado earlier, because that's where I think our next move is going to be eventually in the future.
Okay.
To get down to Colorado, because
Right.
we really like what we've been hearing is going on down there.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So there's good shit planned.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fun stuff planned out, and Vexation Demos is just the start.
Right.
It's just the start of it.
It seems like it's the Vexation demos. It seems like that's the seed that's gonna grow,
Yeah.
into something very, very wonderful, man. Because I'm telling you, man, when I heard that stuff, I was like, these guys got it. They got something really, really good, and that's why I was like, I was telling John, we gotta have these guys on. They're
Yeah.
new. They're just coming out the gate, and they're really, really good. And we gotta have them on the show. So
Yeah, no, I appreciate you guys. I was so excited getting asked, because I've never been on anything. So it was like, oh, I mean, sure, yeah, fucking A, like I'll do it. Yeah, 100%.
There's always that first step, and you kind of hey, and so even when we started the whole show, we didn't know where things were going to go. Nobody knows, and
Yeah,
take that first
here it
step. You
is.
keep on doing your thing,
Talking to everybody.
and just we've had some people on and we're like, how the fuck did that happen? I don't know. It's just so it's just
Yeah,
one of those things. But like I said, you keep on grinding it out and do your thing. Set yourself up for being successful in your music and stuff. And
yeah,
I can tell you, when you start getting out there and playing and doing your thing, have a little merch set out. Have some shirts made up. You can do them pretty inexpensively. Have some giveaways. I
Yeah.
know I got guitar picks with Jon and I's on them. We got fucking T-shirts. I had Crimson Carry. We played at the Macon Arts Center, this big theater, and I ordered 500 of those fucking glow bracelets or some shit. They're really cheap.
yeah.
Those
things are
I was
awesome.
like, I'm gonna give it a try. I don't give a fuck. So I had Crimson Carry on the motherfucker, and I had these two crazy goth girls. One was like crazy, two goth girls. They were really cool. Don't get me wrong, they were really, really cool. So
Yeah,
while we were getting us set up, I said, hey, I shook them all up, pass these out. So we had all these kids with these fucking Crimson Carry fucking bracelets on.
that's so
They
badass.
were like,
Man.
look at this fucking shit, And
That's so
the other guys
badass.
were like, I should have fucking thought of that. You know what I mean? And it cost me like $50, what the fuck it was, because once that shit wears out, you just fucking throw it away.
A.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah,
but just anything. And Henry can contest to this too. We have stickers and this that. When I go do live,
we have stickers.
we hand out shit all the
I-
fucking time, and it's not.
Yeah, I found some guitar picks, some Inertia Channel guitar picks I didn't know we had.
nice.
But we just recently, me and my old lady, we got some printing paper because years ago I bought her for Christmas a thing it's a Xerox machine. It's this and that, and it's a printer, and we got some vinyl sticker paper that you print stickers on. So now I'm able to
Nice.
do the Inertia Channel design. I've got a Henry Hard design. I've got a Johnny Noise design.
Fucking A. That's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm working on getting. Hopefully, when my fiance has time, she'll do. But working on one for getting our. We have a third guy that handles all our stuff on Facebook and Instagram and all that.
Yeah.
And he goes by the name Eddie Tombstone. So I'm working on getting her to do some type of Eddie Tombstone sticker, and we just you give us a good mailing address. I'll send a letter usually it's a thank you for being on type of
Yeah.
thing, and send out them stickers, and
Fucking
just
hey,
get them
man.
out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get the name out there, you get the brand out there, and
Hmm.
Yeah, man.
this is my philosophy. It's true in life. Some things do find you, but other than that, sometimes you just got to make things happen. You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You just gotta recognize that there's something there. You just gotta go for it.
Yep.
You just gotta
Yep.
say fuck it. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You could do. I got my Crimson Carry banner behind me. I had that made up for a couple of fucking bucks. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So when you do your shows,
Yeah.
don't just fucking show up about whatever. When you guys are really ready to break out, have your
Yeah.
shit. Get have
Give everybody something.
fucking 10-foot banner done up, whatever the fuck you want to do, and say, hey, you know what, motherfuckers, we're gonna give it to you all the way. We're doing this shit. I do my own lighting. If the club didn't have all their stuff, I bring my own shit. Then I get the
Yeah.
other band. Oh, can we borrow your lights? No, sorry, man. Whatever. But so if you guys are on point from day one and you show up with a good, not only music but a good visual presentation of what the fuck you're doing, you know what I'm saying? Because if you're doing horror punk, I mean, I got giant skulls and shit all over my fucking studio. You can buy shit all over the
Yeah.
fucking place, and it's dirt cheap.
Yeah, dude. Spirit Halloween's open now.
Fucking hey,
Get to
Halloween's on it, bro. I'm
it.
telling you, get on it. Get the fucking the after Halloween sales. You can buy shit for next to nothing. So it's crazy. But
Yeah.
Definitely.
definitely be ready. Have a little bit of if you can have have to sell shit. Have some giveaways, bro. It's so easy. It's so inexpensive. You know, anything
Of
tangible.
course.
Let's put it that way. Anything someone can take home. They go back to their little fucking room. Well, that was a cool show. Or I got this pick, or I got this whatever the fuck, and they love it.
Oh yeah.
They love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
And
a
they,
small
Yeah.
little treasure.
it's
I
like
mean,
it's
like
like
The
when I get
they
stuff,
they
it's
snatch something off a pirate ship. Oh, look what I fucking found. I'll go home and hide this. Whatever. They love that fucking shit. I'm telling you. Buttons are
yeah, dude.
Yep.
First time I saw Evelyn's casket, David gave me a pick, dude. That ain't ever leaving my side, man.
Hello.
All
All right. You
love
you
it.
could do buttons. With your logo on it, easy, really, really
Yeah.
inexpensive. So
yeah,
yeah. So when you guys are ready to
yeah,
break,
it's like the stuff I got on my wall. When we started taking this trip, me and John, and it started like coming along, and we were getting more and more guests that wanted to be on, and it started cooking along. I went ahead and bought a scrapbook, so people were sending me things like as thank you, and
Yeah.
we picked up some fans that watched the show, and they send me stuff, and sometimes it's a lot, so I'll divide it up between me, John, and Ed. But I got a scrapbook with people they send me pics, they send me stickers, and I put the sticker from so and so, and I've got some
Yeah.
some autograph stuff in there. I've got a couple of undead CDs that are signed from Bobby and Diana,
Oh, that's
and
badass.
I mean it's just a whole a plethora of stuff. I've got an
yeah,
Empire Hideous sticker in there
That's
from
fucking
when we had my
sick.
Kidius on, and
Yeah.
just a lot of wicked stuff, man. But it's every time I open that thing, it's like these are treasures,
Yeah, dude. That's your little treasure, little treasure chest of cool
of
shit,
cool
you
shit.
know?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
definitely,
yeah.
Yeah.
definitely.
You know, also what once you guys start doing your rehearsals and all that good stuff, for your live shows, and I found that we did my singer she's quite a bit younger than me. She's heavy into TikTok and all that stuff. But we would
Yeah.
go TikTok live, and at one point we had like 100 something thousand because it was live, And if it
Yeah.
accumulated all the hits and all the views, I didn't worry about algorithms, 'cause you look at algorithms all day long. It's always only 30 seconds. This is 5 minutes. But TikTok
Yeah.
Live, I'm telling you, if you get someone to record or go live during some of your rehearsal stuff, when you're ready, when you're kind of a little more, that stuff will blow up, dude. You'd be like, what the fuck? It goes
Oh yeah.
absolutely off the rails. We had some little guy running around our studio with his fucking phone, doing all this crazy, laying on the fucking floor, shooting up. I mean, he went, and they went fucking nuts. And I was like, that's bullshit. That's holy shit. How the fuck? Any kind of reality based or real, something you can put out there that's not, this is happening right now. This is a real rehearsal session. We're working on this, and this. It'll People want to see that stuff, and it'll blow up beyond what you probably out of your fucking control. So even a Facebook Live thing, if you want to delve into that,
Yeah.
anything that's going to bring people on. But for some reason, at that point, I don't know what's going on with TikTok now, but at that point, it was so hot. Anything that was put on that platform, I don't give a fuck what it was. Some dude walking his fucking dog got a million hits. I don't know how the fuck it was even going that far, but and
Yeah.
it went nuts. We were just a drop in the bucket compared to the amount of publicity you can get off of something like that. So think about that too. When you guys are rehearsing or you're doing your stuff, do some live shit, man. Throw
Oh
the fuck
yeah.
out there. Hey, this is so and so. We're
Definitely.
working on some live
We're
stuff,
gonna be
man.
everywhere.
Do everything. Come on with us, man.
Yeah,
Hang out. We're doing this, and this. And I'm telling you, holy fuck. It'll.
I recorded a 55-second bass riff, and I made it as a short. I did it around this time yesterday, and when I checked last, it already had like over 1,267 views, and
Right.
it's a
It's
55.
One
amazing.
shot.
And it was
One
just
shot.
like, hey, this sounds cool. I'm gonna videotape this for a second, and I'll put it out there
Yeah.
as a short. I did not realize that many people were gonna view it that quick, under 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Sometimes
just
that's
like,
all it takes, you
It
wow.
takes,
know?
yeah.
Yeah,
It goes that
sometimes that
fast.
is all,
It is.
all it takes.
Yeah, man.
So,
I
Yeah.
was pretty blown away by that.
yep. And you'll be surprised with what you're delving into. Okay, the horror punk thing. Okay, you would be pretty surprised on how quick it's going to get picked up in Canada for sure. I got a
Hmm.
decent fan base in Canada, um, uh, Germany, Japan. I mean, because it's one click of a fucking button, dude, and
Yeah.
you're around the world. You're going into where the places like that, Turkey. Istanbul, Turkey's loaded with fucking punks. I'm telling you right now. I got them on my fucking thing,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh
Istanbul,
man.
I'm telling you,
That's
it's fucking
exciting.
nuts. You tap into something like that, you get something going, you look up, get one person in that area that can view your stuff. You can search them up anywhere, and find some
Yeah.
kind of punk band out of whatever country that's gonna say, okay, fuck, let me play these guys, and then boom,
And that's the
it'll go
thing.
crazy,
Is like everyone in this scene is just the coolest people. Just some of the most down to earth people,
Yeah.
because I've delved into so many other bands, outside of what I'm doing right now,
Mhm.
and nothing feels more like just one big family
Right.
than specifically the horror punk community.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
There's always something coming out. There's always bands, doing shows with each other, doing, fucking collabs and whatnot. Like Nikki Casket hit me up. He's like, yeah, we should totally do something sometime. I'm just like,
Okay.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like
bro.
it's just
Yep.
that easy. It's
Mhm.
just that easy,
Mhm.
to just talk to people, and everyone's just they're just super cool. They're just super nice, and
Yeah.
I'm just so appreciative of everybody that I've met so far
Yeah.
that have been nothing but cool to me.
Yeah. I think overall as a music community, uh, we're probably one of the most forgiving, and supportive group of folks, out there. Where if you look
Oh
at,
yeah.
I'm not saying anything about anybody else that's playing their music. There's a lot of great bands out there, but I think look at Horror Punk USA. There's a bunch of other platforms you can get on, and it's just crazy. And they all, like I said, like you said, everybody's super supportive, and and it just gives you a positive outlook on what you're trying to do. Not like, hey
Yeah.
man, you guys, whatever, or what, you know. And I've seen it here too. I played with different bands out here just to sit in, you know, and they got this mindset, you know, they're unless nothing against cover bands, you know, some of them are really good, and they got this thing like, you know, you guys, I get it,
Yeah.
but you know, it's like they're not grounded. They got this wild fucking idea, like, okay, you got to, you know, tone it down a notch
Yeah.
there, you know,
You got to keep it
keep
professional
it,
to an
keep,
extent.
you got to keep that perspective. And I'm like, you know, and they get so where I think with in this genre of music, you know what I mean? It's a little more forgiving. I think you can express yourself a lot more in the horror punk industry or music part of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So that's the good thing about, and that's why I mean I've been stuck in this my whole life. I mean I don't know if I mean this is
Yeah, because it's like you'll get something out and they'll just automatically everyone will just kind of swarm in and be like, yeah, 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 we like this so much. This
oh
is so
dude
cool. Yeah,
I'm telling you
it's so
it
great.
is it's cool, but man
Yeah.
Yeah, it's freaking awesome.
it is. So we as things progress with you guys, you know, keep us in the loop, and when stuff starts clicking along, come the fuck back on. Let us know what's up. We'll put it out there. No, you know, for sure. And we want to, you know, this way we can let everybody else be part of what you guys are doing. And then I want to fucking know too, because you know, because pretty soon I won't be able to play guitar anymore, so I have to live vicariously through you guys anyway. So it is
Yeah.
what it is. But yeah, I got a long way to go, fuckers. Don't worry about it. I got a long way to fucking go. But you know, let's say we'll bring you back on. Maybe some of your, you know, some of the other band members or whatever you want to do is fine, and we'll
Yeah.
figure it out. And you know, because we enjoy doing this, so and having you know people like you on is definitely for me anyway is a big part of what we do. You know, we could talk to all the people who've been in movies and they got their albums out, and it's all great and
Oh
it's all
yeah.
fine. But you know, you're kind of more of an inspiration to to uh, uh, to a lot of people who think, okay, I want to start this, I'm gonna do that. Well, how the fuck do I do this? And you're doing it. So you know, I think people will look at that and say, well,
Yeah.
fuck this cat's doing some fucking music, and it's you know, how can we get into this stuff? So I think that's fucking definitely pretty cool. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's so humbling and it's just such a gift. It's such a gift, you know, because
oh yeah,
I really did came from nothing,
right,
and now I'm getting somewhere that I didn't even think I'd ever get this far. You know, genuinely from the
right,
bottom of my heart, would not have thought of it
right,
at all. I could dream it, never thought I could actually do it. So it's
right.
like I just hope everybody who has that incantation to I want to do something like just
Just
fucking
fucking
do
do
it.
it, dude.
Yeah,
Just do it. There
just do it.
really is. Yeah, there is no consequence to trying at all because somebody is going to like
Zero,
it.
zero. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
you know, we were told back in the day, what's this fucking punk, rah, 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 whatever. You go taking
Yeah.
the bus to the city, your kids are fucking nuts, you know, so whatever the fuck. I'm like, yeah. And then you turn around and see,
Yeah.
and I was like, well, what the fuck, you know? I don't have a limousine, but son of a bitch, I did something, you know. But
Yeah.
it's just
yeah,
all and do it for yourself, man. You know what I mean? Don't worry about other motherfuckers.
Oh yeah.
Do it for yourself. And it's like I say, if you build it, if you build a stage, you know, they will come to see you. If you put it together, people will eventually fucking come to see your fucking shows. There's no
Yeah.
doubt in my
You
mind.
just got to keep at it. You
Oh
just
fuck
got to
yeah.
oh
keep
yeah,
at it. Keep on
definitely.
that grind, you
There
know.
are bands that have some a pretty good following that you know, and you wonder how the fuck you know, how did they get 6, 7, 8,000 motherfuckers? You know, and they're like, I'm like, okay, son of a bitch. Well,
Yeah.
because they don't fucking stop. They don't stop. They're like machines, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, holy shit.
Be annoying.
Be
Just be
fucking
annoying.
annoying. Don't stop
Yeah.
playing. You know, so it's just it's a grind, and you keep at it, and shit will definitely happen. And surround yourself with fucking positive, like-minded people. You know, if someone's
100%.
fucking whacked out, man, just say, look, appreciate you, bro. You know,
Yeah, but you got to go.
yo,
Sorry.
I'll give you a backstage pass to the show and we got to play, but yeah, you're out. Man. You're out,
Backstage
bro.
pass.
You're out, bro.
That's right.
You're out, man. You gotta,
Yeah.
you know, we're not vibing, bro. You got to do your thing. You know, it's all cool.
Yeah, it happens.
It happens.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, it does.
yeah. So, like I said, keep us in the loop, and if you know, I'm not the most worldly guy on recordings and this, that, and the other. You know, I got some contacts, whatever. Get some ideas. If you have any questions, whatever, I can throw them at you the best I can. But it's trial and error. It's fucking a lot of trial and error. You know.
Oh yeah. Patience is key, man.
Patience. Yeah.
Patience is key.
30 fucking years of patience. Hello. You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
30 fucking years of shit. You know, to think and not to, you know, say anything, you know, to take away from what you're doing, but to be, you know, written up in a music journal, you know, it's like, what the fuck? How the fuck did that even happen? How, you know, you could take that thing, you could have taken this music journal and throw it on my fucking head. I would have never known that, you know, that.
Yeah, straight up.
Man.
Straight up.
No, you know, and you'll get there. It'll, like I said, if you stay on the right course, dude, and do the right thing. I mean, obviously, you're a fucking intelligent person. You know, I
appreciate that. Thank you.
I dealt with people in the music industry, and you're like, I'm with you, man.
You bite your tongue, man. You bite your tongue.
Let me give you a hug, bro. You know what I mean? It's like, fuck me. You know, good luck. You know?
You'll never hear me say it. You know,
exactly.
like if I'm at a show and you're acting stupid, you won't really hear it from me.
No, exactly. It's like, oh man, you know. So I get it, but we'll keep the communications open for sure.
Yeah,
man.
For sure. Yeah,
definitely.
I got you guys.
The only thing that I can really, the only advice I could really give right now is when it comes to the recording process. If you're jamming on a song, and for whatever reason that song just ends up not happening, or the vibe's not right when you're tracking it, move on to another song and get back to that.
Oh yeah, don't burn yourself out.
Oh, yeah, don't fucking do that.
If you try to beat that one recording to a dead horse, it's gonna take so much out of you that you're just gonna want to,
I know, man.
Yeah, because I've done it to myself, because I do.
Oh yeah, I have too.
Myself, or I'm just like, fuck.
I've got one song. I love the riff so much. I love it. It's such a goofy ass song, but oh my fucking god, I cannot find the right like lyrics for it to like mesh it with the timing of the guitar. It's just such a mess. And for 3 months, I was trying to just hammer this in. I'm just like, oh fuck it, like I just can't. So I get that so much.
Wow.
I made that mistake.
Yeah.
I made that mistake.
Oh yeah. But at the other side of the coin, though, brother, man, record everything and save it, because you'll go back and say, what the fuck? I should have saved that fucking riff, or I should have saved that lyric. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So to come back and bite you in the ass, going, oh, son of a bitch, and that's why it's a good thing to, record some of your rehearsals as you go. We recorded all of our rehearsals at the studio in Huntsville with my previous band. The guy had all the microphones set up, which was cool. And it was just in case we missed something. And we actually wrote a song as a goof when we were fucking just goofing around before we started rehearsal.
Yeah, this is the coolest song ever.
Like, the fuck did this come from? But the guy, he recorded everything. And you can come back to that 6 months from now and say, fuck, dig up that fucking file, whatever the fuck it is, and pull that shit up and say, what the fuck was that song? And it'll, like I said, you won't lose, just like when you're writing a song, you record the riff, and if, I'll get up.
It reinvents you.
Yeah. You wake up at 2 o'clock in the fucking morning and you got this riff in your head. You better fucking go record that shit real quick and then go back to bed, because you'll fucking forget it when you wake up. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, man. every minute of every day.
Yeah.
You know, I do wake up and do that. I do it at my job. I do it here. Yeah. I'll do it taking a shit, dude. Like if
Yeah.
I just got the
Yep.
inspiration right there, man,
There you
you
go.
just you get it out.
Yeah.
You do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's awesome.
Because it'll leave your fucking brain will click on some other bullshit, and you're like, damn, I had a fucking great idea and I lost it, man.
Yeah, it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. It's like, what if that was it right
That
there?
could have been the fucking one. Like, I was on the crapper and I had a fucking idea. Shit, and I flushed it. Son of a bitch. You know?
Literally, yeah. That idea flushed right down the fucking drain.
Yeah.
Now I'm pissed off. Now my day's
Now you're
ruined.
fucking ruined.
Yep.
Should have had a Sharpie and a fucking roll of Charmin. God damn it. Write that shit down.
Yeah, straight, yeah, man, yeah. Straight up, dude. You just you get it.
That would be the
You
fucking.
just gotta get it.
That would be the fucking story to tell. You know what I mean? Yeah. How'd you write this fucking hit song on a fucking piece of shit paper? And I was taking a
Yeah, dude. I was honking out a dirt snake, and then I just came up with the best song of all time.
I literally squeezed them out at the same time, man. I sweated them out. It was done. So yeah, brother, man. But like I said, man, keep in touch. I mean, Henry's got your contact information, and we got you on Facebook and stuff. This will be out on the Henry Horror channel, a bit unedited. I'll squish it down. The Inertia channel will have all the goodies, all the drop down and all the effects and all the bullshit. You know, I could put us in fucking all of us in flames and shit, whatever the fuck I want to do. So,
I
figured that. I'll throw some skulls at it, but it's all good. So,
raw, make it spooky.
So Rumble for sure, and then Facebook, obviously, I'll post it on there. And then you could probably take that Facebook post, which will be the edited, the official Rumble one, and do it. You know, throw it anywhere you want after that. You know.
Perfect. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So
sure.
I got one more question before we land this plane, and that leads me. Speaking of Facebook and Rumble and all that. Okay.
Lay it on me.
So, where can people go to hear the Koffin Rd Killers and the Vexation demos?
All right, so you can find Koffin Rd Killers on Instagram, and that'll be just at Koffin Rd Killers, and that's Koffin with a K because we're cool like that.
Cool.
To hear the Vexation demos, that'll be on Bandcamp under D.B. Bones.
Okay.
dbbonesbandcamp.com.
Cool.
Yep. If you follow me on Instagram, which is jailhouserot.138, you can hear the Vexation demos and all the other stuff I've gone on. I'm on an Alex Story tribute record. You know, the Koffin Rd Killers Bandcamp is on there. It just has to be updated. But I'm everywhere, you know, on Facebook, Greasy Grave, you know.
Yep.
But
yeah, Vexation demos. Find it on Bandcamp, DB Bones Bandcamp.
Wow. Okay. Cool beans.
Yeah, man.
Right on.
Yeah, and make sure if you would after this send all that to Henry, and I'll make sure that it's on the Rumble video at the end. You know, so it'll be all listed out. You know.
100%.
Yeah. So your main ones, whatever. Now we'll make sure that's on there. People can fucking. They got to have that visual. You know what I mean? You got to hit them both ways. So.
Yeah, for sure. And please send me your guys' projects too. Let me support you guys and post you guys all over. 100%.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And we'll make sure you got it, and you'll have the full episode and stuff on Facebook and stuff, and of course on Rumble. Rumble's been a good platform for us. They are more forgiving that we find than other platforms. So we decided to go that route, which is fine, and but they're not as picky, as some other forums.
Yeah,
and I think
unfortunately.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the other platforms use these algorithms, or they're using kind of this AI thing, and they're just picking a word or a phrase or whatever that they deemed not suitable for their platform. So they're shotgunning out there with AI, and also they're just picking people apart. No matter how you presented it. So
take this outside.
Oh, that's
My
okay.
dog's going off.
That's okay. You're good, man. You're
Yeah,
good.
for sure. Alrighty. Sorry about that. Dog was popping off.
No, I got
He's a good boy
All
though.
right.
I got three myself, dude. Trust me, I fucking know. I know.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I
get
know.
it.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm telling you, I got two fucking bass in the house and a golden retriever, so my life is hell.
Oh yeah.
So
Thankfully it's a lovely day though.
yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll keep in contact. We'll keep you out there, man. And I'll let,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah. So I'll let
Definitely. Definitely.
Henry wrap it up. Hold tight after I stop the video, and then we'll kind of wrap things up.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, guys. Well, that does it for this evening's show. Again, I'd love to thank DB Bones for coming on and
Rock on, brother. Yeah.
sharing everything with us. And
Thank you guys.
man, it's been a pleasure having you on, and looking forward to having you on again real soon, man. So
Yeah, of course.
yeah. So with that, we will see you guys in the next video.
For sure. Thank you guys a lot. Love you guys.